It is not Thursday. It's not. It's Wednesday, but it's still time for the Spitball Media Podcast, our weekly look where we spit out the top entertainment stories of the week. Holiday weekend edition. We're closing out the summer together a little bit early. My name is John Draper. Joining us, of course, on this special Wednesday night edition of the show, Mr. Shaheen. Shah, this is our last show of the summer.
Is it really? Jesus, that's holy shit. I didn't even think about that.
It is.
Damn, that flew by. I'm glad though, man. I'm not a big fan of the summer. It's too fucking hot. I'm bald. I'm sweating. I don't like it. I'm into the fall, man. Bring the fall on in the spring. That's all right. I'm good for.
And of course, you love him. He is looking svelte. He's Mr. B. Show Brian. Mr. B. Show Brian. All this means is we're just one day closer to Halloween.
We are. In fact, my wife the other day was feeling kind of nice. She bought me a Sam Adams pack. And I'm drinking Flannel Fest. That's on brand.
Flannel Fest?
Yeah.
It's like 88 degrees out through the Northeast. Yeah, it's hot.
Oh, yeah. It's like 80. It was 85 and muggy today.
Oh, it's
and
disgusting.
I'm sitting outside in a lawn chair, like after the patio chair after work, sweating. And my wife's like, "Oh, don't you wish summer would last forever?" And I just did the Seinfeld. No, not at all.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, we know we're a day early. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We had to move some things around. It is a holiday weekend, a lot of people moving around, but we're going to be doing a ton of stuff tonight as to blowing out the end of the summer. But consider going to patreon.com/spitballmedia because Shah, this would be a heck of a time to join for just $5 a month. Because this weekend we're going to be doing your favorite show of the month. Tell them about it.
Yeah, man. This Saturday, I believe we're doing it on Saturday. We're going to be doing the Q&A, so you should definitely have it over the weekend. It's going to be a long weekend. Hopefully, most of you have a 4-day weekend. 3-day weekend. I have a 4-day weekend. I took off on Friday.
Nice.
But yeah, you'll have plenty of time to listen to it. If you're barbecuing outside, take advantage of it. Put it on in the background. Enjoy yourself. And if you haven't asked any questions, pop them questions in. I think we have plenty, but if you want to add some more in there, feel free to do so.
That's right. And B-Show, for $5 a month, this is the perfect time of the year to get in before all the good fall stuff, all the good Halloween stuff we're talking about doing. And of course, the Q&A. I think this Q&A summer blowout is going to be a monumental one, especially coming off of last month's 2.5-hour episode.
Oh, no kidding. It's someone mentioned about Shudder the other day that they only get Shudder around this time of year. If this is the time to subscribe to our Patreon, it's now. We're still talking about doing the drunk watch along. We have to get our list of movies together for you guys to vote on, and that will be coming up within the holiday season. Oh, John's ready to go. So, no, man, it's been a fun ride. It's been a great year. Yeah, John is loaded for bear, man.
This is none of this is mine.
John's about to get us kicked off YouTube.
No, why? It's legal. I don't know.
Have you joined normal?
Oh, they'll still kick you off.
Oh, will they really?
It's weird because there's channels that review different strains of weed and they're on here, but then there's other people that smoke and then they get demonetized. So it's a slippery slope.
I don't know. Well, where we won't get demonetized, guys, is if you go to patreon.com/spitballmedia for $5 B-Show, you don't have to worry about nothing.
No, Patreon is YouTube proof. They can't fuck with us there. So I feel like that episode of Family Guy where they're talking shit about Fox. We're gonna go two-dimensional in just a second.
And Shah, haven't we had plenty of episodes where you're just smoking the whole time?
Yeah, so I typically smoke blunts. Those ones I feel like are easier to get away with because they kind of look like cigars. You can say it's a Black & Mild. If you pull out a bong or a bowl, it's a little different.
Okay.
So you might see me going off camera, and that's usually why I go off camera.
Right, dropping rails. But consider going to patreon.com/spitballmedia. $5. You can get it on the Q&A. You can have over 1,000 hours of content. We're going to have some fall fun coming up. Just oodles and oodles of fun. B-Show, who do we got chilling tonight in the chat on a Wednesday?
Quite a few people making the trip. We got Marquise.
Oh, what's up, Marquise?
We got Mike Roche, Joe Punches, John JLD 999. Welcome back, sir. Our buddy Chris Matthews. Backward Baron Corbin, Slave Cheeks. Let's see, there's a few others in there that I missed. Joe Punches, of course. Robbie Desjardins.
Real quick, another shout out to Joe Punches. I'm working on some logos for him, so I should be banging those out this weekend. So shout out to him. If you want any commissions, hit me up. Instagram's probably the best way, planet.mondo. Give me a follow on there if you want any artwork done. I'd be happy to help you out with that. But yeah.
Oh, is that
And
Hughes chilling with him?
is he? Did he drop in? I know Luke Waskowski from Australia is hanging out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
he
spoke
was.
to him not that long ago. Like him and I had a little private chat, and I see Slave Cheeks Chuck is chilling. Wow,
Cool.
we got a lot of people.
B7,
Wednesday might be the new night. Who the fuck knows? Holy fucking shitballs! Thank you guys for hanging out, and of course, a lot of you are in the Patreon. Get your questions in. I know Brother Joe. I was talking to Brother Joe, and he was like, "Oh fuck, I got to get my questions in." So he's going to try to get in there. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for chilling tonight on a Wednesday. Boy, before we get into anything crazy, the last couple of weeks, Shah and I have been talking about going back and forth with whether or not Immaculate and The First Omen, which was better. They're so similar. We had very similar thoughts about them films. Bish O'Brien has now caught up. He has now finally watched The First Omen. And Bish O'Brien, you saw Immaculate the week prior. So you went kind of in the direction I think that Shah did. You saw Immaculate and then you saw First Omen. Is that right, Shah? You saw Immaculate first, then First Omen?
Yeah, I recently watched The First Omen. So Immaculate, yeah, it's still in my top 3, man. I still actually maybe in my top 5 now.
I love that opening. I love the opening so much
Yeah.
with the priest when he goes to walk away. Oh, Shah, that's such a good
yeah.
scene. Oh, it's so fucking good. Bisho, now is your chance. You've been hearing about this for so long. Where are you on First Omen?
I liked Immaculate better.
Okay.
I did. I felt like the style was done better. I think some of the performances in The First Omen were probably better, especially the older priest guy. They kind of reminded me of Alan Rickman.
Oh, wow.
I really liked some aspects of The First Omen. It just, for some reason, Immaculate for the first 2 acts seemed like really dialed in, very stylized. You weren't sure exactly what was going on. The First Omen, I felt like I knew the whole time, like what the whole deal was.
Well, yeah, it's the Omen,
and it really did strike me so like how similar, as you guys said last week, both movies are.
Shah said that more than me. Shah hit that immediately. It was like they're like the same fucking movie, right? Shah?
Literally from different aspects too, like artistically, the costumes, the setting, the plot, the twist is pretty much like everything is exactly the same except the ending. The endings are complete opposites, but other than that, everything else is the same. Sorry for interrupting you, Bishop.
No, that's fine. You brought up great points, but like, I don't know. I feel like maybe The First Omen was a more polished film with better performances. I think had it not been so obvious from the beginning, maybe it would have played out a little bit better. I just felt like the Immaculate had less going on and it was more focused.
Okay.
Plus the style go ahead.
I'm sorry. Huge thing. I just want to point this out. The ending. I want your take on the ending because the ending to me made it seem like a completely different film without ruining it for people.
It was a bit detached from what was going on originally. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, because it's like they're not going to go back and do a movie that connects the first one to this one in between, and you can't go back and revisit and tell that story because it's 50 years old or 40 years old.
Yeah, like 50 years old almost. Yeah.
It just seemed a little. I don't know. I like the style of Immaculate better. It seemed a little bit more focused. I like how they played Rome 2 different ways. Where Immaculate, you knew it was like in the 70s or even modern day. I don't remember.
Was it Immaculate's modern day? We said, right, guys? I don't know.
I think Immaculate is modern day. Omen is supposed to be back in.
Omen is 70s.
That's right.
70s,
so
might be like late 60s. But
Immaculate's modern day, but it felt, just because you saw very little of Rome, it felt like, since it was in an old convent, that it could have taken place in like the 1500s or the 1600s.
Yeah.
With The First Omen, they like beat you over the head because of what's going on, protesting and stuff like that.
Yes.
That it's in the 70s, it's more modern. To me, it demystified the film a little bit because it showed too much to me of the modern world in a way.
Okay. Wow. B-Show. So at the end of the day, B-Show, The Immaculate is a better film for you, better film experience.
I don't know if it's a better film, but I enjoyed it more.
You enjoyed it more. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you see either one of these dropping in your top 5?
Maybe, because the one I watched last night I had high hopes for, and it didn't really pan out. So Immaculate might make my top 5.
Okay. And Shah, you still have First Omen slightly above Immaculate, correct? Well,
I flip-flop between the two, man. I mean, both are still in my top 5, but I have a feeling by the end of the year, neither of them are going to be in my top 5, to be honest with you, because there's so much shit coming out. So
seems like it.
And I still haven't seen Maxine or Cuckoo, so like those might replace them. You know what I mean? So there's a lot happening.
Aliens,
Aliens is another one I haven't seen. By the way, I got to correct myself. I had a tongue twister. I shouted out Joe Punches, which still shout out to you. I meant Rich Dow. Rich Dow is getting.
Rich Dow. Hey now, Rich Dow. He's right there. He's late.
I think,
He's
yeah,
Rich Dow.
shout
He
out
said he
shout
was
out
late.
to Rich Dow.
And John JLD, I do watch From. I don't really enjoy watching it. I watch it to watch it. I think the plot is a hot mess. You're right. Season 2 dragged. They have to explain this. It's 2 years. It's like 3 years, 4 years of 2 seasons of a show. I'm excited for season 3, but I do feel like it drags. I love the concept of From. If anyone has MGM Plus, I don't know where it streams, but the TV show From is back for a 3rd season. It's a horror series, very, very popular with people. I have some trouble following it, but I'm not alone. I think the plot's a hot mess, but it's a great concept. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but if you guys look it up, you would be interested in checking it out. But hey, before we move on to, we got tons of trailers and stuff we want to get to. I had a very, very rewarding cinematic experience this weekend that I want to share with you. Now, I thought about going to see The Crow because I heard it was terrible, which we will discuss later on in the show. I was going to see it just because it sucked and because I have a movie pass. And then I saw Strange Darling was playing. Now, we've been talking about Strange Darling quite a bit. It's got a lot of heat. Bisha, would you mind pulling up Strange Darling on Rotten Tomatoes? I want to see if it's still in the high 90s. And I limited showing. It was playing 2 or 3 times in one of the theaters by me. So I said, I'm going to go see this movie because I'm very curious about it. And boy, I'm going to say this right now. Wow. 96, guys. Critics 96. Okay, that's how. This is one of the best films of the year. Forget horror, forget thriller, forget indie, mainstream. This is one of the most unique cinematic experiences. From the opening fucking pre-credits shot, there is a Texas Chainsaw Massacre monologue, which I knew was read by somebody, and it's read by Jason Patrick. Okay. In the same context of John Larroquette reading Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then before we even see a frame of the film, there is a crawler that says this film was shot exclusively on 35 millimeter film. And music starts, first frame opens, and it says it's a story in 6 chapters. And we're in chapter 5, I think, when it starts. They tell 6 chapters out of sequence. This is one of the best films of the year. I think Drew Yari saw it, and he said the same shit. One of the best movies. Shah, this movie is going to take you to a lot of places when you see it. It has so many vibes on it. I know we've talked about it a little bit, but have you heard anything outside of the show about this movie?
Yeah, honestly, dude, it's got a lot of buzz. I've heard a lot of great things about it on YouTube from people that I trust. Since you mentioned it's in different chapters and it's out of order, is it like a Gaspar Noé type of movie? Like, does it remind you of that vibe?
But it's very Tarantino.
Yeah,
very, very, very.
But I just mean with the artsiness of putting things out of sequence just to fuck with you.
Oh yeah, you don't know what's
happening.
happening. Yeah, you don't know what's happening. You don't. Okay. And when you find out what's happening, your jaw hits the fucking floor.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I do want to check this out though. I definitely want to check it out.
B-Show, have you been seeing anybody buzzing about this? I know we talked about it quite a little bit.
Yeah, it's funny. I wanted to see the movie because isn't this the one that's based on a true story, serial killer?
Well, I'm gonna.
All right.
Yes, it is. The same way Texas Chainsaw Massacre is based on.
Okay, that's fair. But that's what I'm saying is I was interested in this movie from the jump.
Yeah.
And then we watched the trailer and it looked kind of wild.
Oh my God.
And then I heard you talk about it. And now ever since I heard you talk about it, I've heard everyone on Twitter talking about how great this movie is. So hell yeah, I'm down.
This can you pull up the credits? This lead actress, if there is any justice in the world, has to get nominated for an Academy Award. This woman carries this movie on her back. Not that I don't mean to say that the performances from other people are bad. I'm very unfamiliar with her. Apparently she was in Reacher, which I've watched, but I didn't recognize her. Willa Fitzgerald. Remember this girl's name. I don't know what's in the water with some of these young women in these horror and thriller movies, Shah, but we are seeing performances like at the top. This I defy you. She was also, I guess, in the Scream TV show. I never saw it. Shah, the thing that you will take from this movie is the directing. Absolutely, and all the choices, but this is somebody who you're going to want to keep an eye on, man. Like you're going to see a star.
Yeah, I feel like we have a lot of people competing to be scream queens. You know, we have Mia Goth, we had Anya Taylor-Joy. You know, we have a lot of different people coming up, and it's exciting because I mean, if you compare it to the scream queens of the 80s and 90s, like these are actually good performances. Where versus before, it was kind of like these silly films that all these women,
Yeah.
you know, played pretty much the same role in. Yeah, I'm highly impressed by horror recently, man. I mean, I really feel like we're gonna remember this as like, you know, one of the hot I guess years, or probably the last like almost half a decade, I would say, has been super hot with horror, and hopefully we keep that momentum going. I was watching a bunch of upcoming films that are in production right now, scheduled for 2025. 2025 is going to be fucking crazy too.
Oh my God.
I mean? So like we're set for the next couple years, I think, as far as
Jesus,
horror.
I think we're in good shape here. Bisho, I did not recognize her from Fall of House of Usher because she looks so different in this movie.
Yeah, she was young. What's her name? Fuck, I just forgot.
Oh, she was the
Madeline.
the flashback. She's the sister.
Yes.
You're fucking kidding me. She
I
was
didn't
great
notice
in
that till I looked it
too.
up. Yeah, she's amazing. I can't wait
Bisho,
to see this movie now.
This girl is fantastic.
Oh my God.
You know, and what's up, Terrell? Terrell's joining us. He's saying Kyle Gallner is amazing actor. Got to see this. Yeah, he's great. He's in a lot of horror movies now too. And of course, Joe Punches brings up Micah Monroe from Longlegs. I mean, we got there is just something in the air, in the water that's going on with a lot of these things. Now, I will tell you guys this. Whatever you think this movie is, it's not. And that's Shah. This is like a running theme with a lot of these movies lately, whether it's Cuckoo and this, like, you know, or Long Legs to a certain extent. There's something going on. There is this air of creativity. And the director is a writer, J.D. Molnar. He liked my tweet about it. He retweeted me, I think, about it. This guy, I'm going to keep an eye on this guy forever. But Shah, do you think we're now seeing, and this, I was going to ask you both this, do you think we're now seeing the effects of having people out there like Ty West, like Ari Aster, right? Now we're seeing this next wave of original people who've seen these films. And maybe because those movies did so well, this is why Strange Darling is in a movie theater, or this, you know what I mean, Shah? Do you think now is the time we're going to start seeing this next wave?
Absolutely. I think we're in that kind of like almost the second coming of a golden era when it comes to like artsy ass horror. I think a lot of them motivate each other, honestly. Like competition, it's like WCW and WWF back in the day. You know what I mean? There's so many great directors right now in competition with each other that it forces each other to kind of, you know, better their craft. But, you know, I do wonder if, you know, if they gave directors the creative freedom that the directors have in 2020 and moving forward, back in the day, would we have the same kind of results? Wow. I personally don't really think so, you know, because, you know, back in the day, there was pretty much a very specific formula that you had to follow with horror for it to become successful. You know, like back in the slasher days, the teenage killer days in the early 2000s, to the Paranormal Activity and all that shit. They were all the same thing. You know, they were all mimicking each other and using, it was just
paint by numbers. Yeah.
It was copy and paste. And you can argue that it's almost copy and paste nowadays with everything being so art house, but they're completely different films. You know what I mean? They're just all batshit crazy. So I really, this might be, I said it, I think last week or the week before, this might be my favorite era of horror, to be honest with you, man.
Oh, yeah. I think there's a lot of evidence to that. Bisho, do you think now, like I said, we're going to see where, like, Cuckoo is such a weird original movie. This is like one of these kind of movies that like is a game. Like you're going to be hearing about this movie for a long time, Strange Darling. Do you think this is all happening like right now? Like we are seeing this new wave in like this time period, and you can even throw Damien in there from Terrifier. Like we have now a rich history of cool people doing indie shit that is now in the mainstream. So now we get the next level.
Yeah, I do. Because I think, you know, back in the day, even Shah talked about in the 80s and 90s, I think two things. Independent movies, a lot of times, art house movies meant maybe you're not making a lot of money or you haven't made it yet, right?
Cheap budget.
Yeah. And horror movies had a stink on it, like, oh, it's that pornography stuff. I think we've kind of come out of that. And I think pop culture is in some ways a lot more liberal than it was before in terms of art expression. We've already seen so much, we're desensitized to a lot of it. And I think a lot of people, even mainstream, if they're not going to watch those movies, I think they're not going to like shit on it as much as it would have as being below them, you know, maybe 20 years ago.
Absolutely.
And then you factor in, like you guys said, the competition with A24 and Neon and was it Focus Features? I think makes quite a few. We've
Indie,
come
good indie
along,
stuff.
yeah. And like you have Blumhouse if you want to be safe, but if you want to watch really good stuff, you got to watch A24, Neon, these other places.
Yeah,
And
for
when you
sure.
have Jerry O'Connell on a morning show plugging Terrifier 2 and how he and his family thought it was so great.
Yeah,
And they're
very animated and excited, like a child would talk about something. Yeah.
yeah, it reminds me, like Shah said, of back in the day with wrestling, is if something becomes popular enough, regular people will like kind of pretend they don't like it, but they'll take an interest in it because it's like, oh,
Right.
what's this over here? It must
Yeah.
not be so bad.
Right.
So I hope this lasts for a while and it doesn't run its course just because there's so much content coming out. But I
Yeah.
also think, maybe I said this last week, I think with the vacuum of streaming services needing content and you can't keep stuff in the cinemas too long, it's very crowded in the cinemas. People aren't going out for just anything unless there's a built-in audience. I
Right.
think that's all ripe for what's going on in horror right now.
Oh, for sure. And it's funny. There's something for everybody. You have slasher. We've seen some slasher type movies. We're seeing ghost movies. We're seeing the devil. The devil is white hot right now. Satan's hot as fuck right now. So there's all of this is running all over the place. I do also. Mike Roach brings this up. Rose Glass Shah, who did Love Lies Bleeding, and of course Saint Maud. This is another new voice that's given us original sort of content. And
She's got one more to go, man. I wait till they hit 3 in a row, and then I kind of
she's got one
certify
more.
them.
All right, let's see her next movie. We
Got
gotta
one
see.
more.
You still didn't see Love Lies Bleeding? Either one of you, right?
Nah, I
Neither
haven't.
one of you saw it, right?
Oh, I saw it. It's wild.
Oh, it's crazy, right? P-Show? It's fucking bananas. I mean,
It's like half fetish porn, half like a
it's-
really crazy thriller movie. Yeah.
but dude, like it's violent. It's got supernatural shit. It's all over the fucking place.
Wait, have you guys seen Saint Maud?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that ending.
Both of you have seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Okay.
ending. Oh,
Dude, that ending is one of my favorite endings of all time. This
fuck
shit
you
is
with
like,
that. I
I
never
wasn't
wanna see
ready,
that
man.
again.
I wasn't ready. It answered everything in a split second. I was like, whoa.
Dude, all
Fuck.
humanity leaves my soul in that ending. Want to give a shout out to AEW Neckbeards. He's in there chilling. He said his kid saw Long Legs and liked it. Chris Matthews going to see Long Legs. Yeah, we got Osgood Perkins. Guys, we're fine. Like cinema's fine. You know what I mean?
Don't forget that Cosmos Pantos guy, the guy that
Cosmos
made
Pantos,
Mandy
yeah.
and fucking
Yeah.
Beyond the Black Rainbow. He's got one more to go before he's certified too.
Jesus Christ. Well, listen, we're gonna certify some fucking fine ass trailers. Wow, Chuck is saying Love Lies Bleeding is movie of the year. Yeah. Yeah, it's a wild film if you haven't seen it, man. It's not for everybody. Ed Harris B-Show Ed Harris in Love Lies Bleeding. Holy fuck.
He's a motherfucker, dude.
Woo,
He is a
Shah, wait to
heel
see
of
this.
a bad guy's bad guy. Just to like, it's
Oof.
cool. I don't know if we've even really talked much about it, but like the way he plays that character where he has some kind of feeling and emotion for his kids, but he really doesn't. It's like about his empire and what he's got going on. He's just
He's a crime
sick,
boss.
twisted dude.
Shah,
Yeah.
wait do you see? And I love that ending too, B-Show. I mean the ending when they're in the car. Like Shah, this girl knows how to end a movie, man.
It's fucking great, man.
Rose Glass. I'm gonna be watching Rose Glass movies for the next 10 fucking years. But speaking of movies to watch, we've been blessed with trailers out the a-hole. And I feel like we got to go with the motherfucker of releases coming up. Speaking of the next level, the next phase, Damien Leone's Terrifier 3. Boy, the heat on this fucking thing when it hits a theater is going to be everyone is going to be all over this shit. He has the real trailer, not a teaser, but an actual trailer was released, and we're going to watch it now. This is the upcoming Terrifier 3 coming to theaters in the fall. It's a Christmas movie, and let's watch it now.
You survived the most famous serial killer since Jack the Ripper. The 5-year anniversary is coming up.
Oh, so it's 5 years later.
People would really like to hear from you after all this time. Want to know what it's like to be in the presence of that kind of evil. What goes through your brain
What's
when
that?
you close enough and feel his breath.
Nice.
It's a nod to Friday the 13th.
I saw him today. Oh.
That girl's cute as hell, man.
How can you
Yeah.
be feeling him?
Oh shit.
Nice.
Who is this Santa?
Oh my god. No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's scaring me too.
Hey, Santa's handing out presents!
Oh. Wow.
You could pause it.
We should pause it. Okay.
Oh wow.
All right. So Art the Clown Shah is a mall Santa 5 years later in the new Terrifier 3.
I'm kind of speechless a little bit. I think this is going to be very, very fucking entertaining. And I love the fact that this movie looks much better. It looks cleaner.
Yeah.
It looks grimy and dirty, but I mean, it looks like it's shot well. Yeah, the money went to the right places. Yeah, this is probably going to be a fucking banger, dude, for sure.
B-Show, I'm sure you're already all over the place with this now.
I knew he was gonna go there, but I didn't know he was gonna go there. Wow. And like, even if it's like a tease, like, you know,
No, I
moving
don't
around
think
these
it is.
kids.
I think he's in there. when he's doing it.
Man, that's gonna be a tough watch. It's gonna be a tough watch, man. I wasn't sure if he could top Terrifier 2, but
I know. Well, Art the Clown is going mainstream, people. He's a mall Santa. All right. And it does, by the way, Shah, I love the color palette in this too. You could tell this looks like
Yeah.
new shots of film. I don't
That's
know
what I'm
how
saying.
it
It looks so much cleaner and nicer, you know.
way cleaner. Way
colors
cleaner.
are vibrant. It's not
Yeah,
as
the
dingy and dark
reds,
as the
the
other
red.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we got for our arts already. Good Lord, guys. Here we
Start your
go.
engines.
Jesus. Not that
Why
far
would he
away,
come back
people.
here? Even if he was alive, which he isn't. When you want to get as far away from here as possible, as far away
Ah,
from
the
you.
little kid.
We both know this isn't over.
Oh, the crazy lady.
Wow.
I have to go back to the Terrifier.
Whoa.
That looks amazing.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. What the fuck was that?
A demon armorer, I guess.
That was Chris Jericho again, by the way.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Promises to be wow. So
Oh shit.
Red Central. Well, they produced it. Not produced it. Wow, guys. I mean, the visuals are.
Merry fucking Christmas.
Looking forward to the best Christmas ever, filled with fun, smiles,
my
and
God.
laughter.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Shah, I'm invested. I'm ready to go. My hopes are high, and I feel confident in saying we're going to be talking a lot more about this.
Yeah, I think this is probably going to be the best installment out of the Terrifier series. Just off the trailer alone. I love how they incorporated the last like melting woman in this movie or whatever she was.
Oh yeah, she's great.
She looked fucking crazy in the last one, and I'm glad they brought her back. I don't know what that one character was in the background. Was that a fucking demon? I don't
People have
know
been
what
talking
happened.
about it today. No one knows what it is.
It looks like
new
a demon
character.
armorer because she said, "I got to fight him. I got to go back to the Terrifier,
The
which was
Terrifier.
the carnival or the ride." And
Yeah.
then he's back there banging out a fucking sword.
Yeah, might be an origin story, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it is the backstory. That's what was rumored. Dude, I'm fucking sold. It's gonna be violent as hell. You can just tell this is gonna be gross. Yeah, man, I'm excited for it. I honestly, I was getting a little overwhelmed with how much people were talking about Terrifier 2, but this kind of refreshed everything for me. So I'm like ready for round 3 now. Because this trailer, I haven't seen it yet, so this is my first exposure to the trailer by any means. But yeah, it looks great, man.
Yeah. B-Show, did you buy your ticket already?
Yeah, I did, man. About 3. You know, I was worried like Shah. You know, I like Terrifier. I love Terrifier 2.
Oh yeah, you loved it. Yeah, we loved it.
And I thought there's been a lot of hype on this over the past year and a lot of social media stuff. And I thought, man, is this going to get overhyped and not live up? I'm really liking what I'm seeing. So I'm glad I'm not going to be disappointed. Damien did say after the last movie that some of the iconography from the second movie where she's like dressed up as like a Valkyrie and he's like a demon and she has the sword and there's like this mystical shit going on would be kind of revealed or play out in this movie. So yes, Drew, I need a cigarette and I haven't had a cigarette in probably 2 years. But yeah, no, I'm ready for it, man. They've set this up really well from something that was maybe not thought of. I don't want to disrespect. I think there's a lore that's being built here in a way that wasn't necessarily there in the first movie. And for them to come from the first one, build on the second one, and now it's ready to it's teed up, ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I'm really excited for this movie.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people in the chat are excited. Chris Matthews, like, I love Terrifier 2 so much because it was so over the top. Yes, this looks like this is going to be even more over the top. I don't think it's as long as the other one. I'm not entirely sure. But people are ready, man. Joe Punches wants to know the budget. I don't know that they released that yet, Joe. I don't know that we know the budget, actually.
Find out.
We'll see if we could find out. AEW Neckbeards is saying, I love both Terrifier films. Yeah, I mean, this looks like, it's funny. This is a Christmas movie. This is going to be like the first Christmas movie in theaters in October.
It reminds me of the year Bad Santa came out.
Bad Santa.
And everyone was like, oh, oh my God, what is this? This is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I just love the fact that it's a Christmas movie. I just think that's great. What are you going to say, B? Do we know the budget here?
It says $2 million.
Okay. So for them, Damien knows how to stretch $2 million fucking dollars. That's for sure.
Was it like $300,000 for the last one?
Yeah, something like 300 or something like that. Yeah, wow. That's a big leap there. Yeah. This is, Slave Cheek says the clown is going to end up being a Mortal Kombat DLC character, probably.
Wouldn't doubt it.
I wonder if we'll see Art the Clown. I just love the fact it's going to be in theaters at Halloween. I love that. I think this is great. This is going to be a thing. It opens a few weeks beforehand. The hype will be in full swing. There'll be people showing up Halloween night, going to see it, or Halloween weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if some people have art makeup on B-Show in some major cities, as far as that goes. But, Joe Punches, I'm going to say do 60 million opening weekend. No, I don't think it's going to do that. I think it's going to do maybe 10, if 8 or 9 in the opening weekend, but it's going to do repeat business. Yeah, B-Show, I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody involved. Obviously, we have a little connection to this anthology, with the former producer there for the first 2 movies. Not associated with anymore. They've moved on. Don't know the story. Don't know if it's acrimonious or not. I'll probably will ask, but I don't know if I'll share. That's as far as that goes. I'll probably ask what happened, but I don't know if I'll tell it on the air. But we're going to move on to another really interesting trailer that dropped, I think today. It's a movie called Believer. Very little. I knew very little about this. I watched it, I think, this morning or yesterday. B-Show, I think it's Believer, right? That's the next one we have queued up.
Let me check. Yeah, Believer.
Believer.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Yeah. By the way, a lot more Satan shit coming out, guys. My favorite. All right. Let's take a look at Believer.
What is it, as this ad rolls through? What is it about Satan right now that is so popular? Is it just because
he's just really hot right now, B-Show? He's like Hansel in he's real hot right now. He's like Hansel. All right, here we go, Believer. I don't think this is the Satan one.
To be sentenced.
It says 2024.
I don't think it's a Satan movie, this one. I'm not sure. It might be.
I thought you said Satan. Yeah.
50 counts of murder.
Nice. I love that.
What am I doing here?
This girl looks familiar.
Don't remember Bryson attacking you?
Oh, I know we've seen her somewhere.
I think we got a
Grayson believed he could predict who would take part in a chain of events that would bring about the end of the world.
Apocalypse.
And by eliminating those people, he would break that chain and prevent the coming Armageddon.
I'm not turning my back on her. Not again.
Interesting.
Hey.
Any reason that Grayson would have attacked you specifically?
What are you suggesting?
Oh, shit.
Perhaps he thought that you were
A believer?
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Why does it need to be me?
Oh, shit.
I don't want to. Just leave me alone. Did I just hear you talking to someone? Who would I be talking to?
That girl looks familiar. The main girl?
What did Grayson say to her? Are you in fear of your own safety?
Anytime you see a white family in a house like that in the woods, just stay away.
Yeah, be worried.
So what happened in the basement?
Oh, fuck.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Oh man. Nice. Wow. Now, interesting, guys. Shah, you know what this plot is loosely reminded me of? A Knock on the Cabin. Remember, it's about people. If you kill these people, we won't have an apocalypse. This is a cult movie.
Right. This might surprise you because I love cults, obviously. Nothing from this trailer really grabbed me. Like I had a hard time even just like paying attention to the trailer. So to be honest with you, I don't think this is going to be my cup of tea personally. It doesn't look bad or anything. It's just there was nothing that really grabbed me. Oh, she was in the
main
Dark
girl
and the
played the
Wicked.
daughter. No, I don't think that's the mother from the Dark and the Wicked. The
Oh.
sister from Dark and the Wicked.
That's another movie that I just couldn't get into. Dark and the
I love
Wicked.
Dark and the Wicked. Loved it.
I couldn't really get into it.
Oh, I love that movie. I absolutely loved it. I like the farmhouse, like craziness. She's from Michelle Moore, Ellen Ballantine. Who's this? That the girl look like anybody I've seen. I don't
Dark
know.
and the Wicked.
Okay, the Dark and the Wicked.
Oh, she was in The Monster. Is that the A24 movie?
She's the daughter from The Monster. I love that movie. That's one of the first A24 movies. I just watched that last week. Yeah, loved it. I fucking love that movie. B-Show, I got the vibe on this. I like it. Looks creepy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those trailers where it kind of lets you know what's going on, but it doesn't let you know what's going on, which I like. I like that trend. Keep that going. I don't want to see like a whole sizzle reel of the whole fucking movie.
Yeah,
and
I
know what's
like
going on.
that. That we don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's got some decent stuff in there. I'm curious about. I mean, it's hard following the fucking Terrifier 3 trailer.
Yeah, I mean, and maybe that's why it seemed underwhelming. I mean, there's some cool shit in there. I just couldn't get over the one guy, the bad guy looked like the dude from Coldplay.
Oh, you think he looks like Chris Martin from Coldplay?
A little bit, yeah. Shaggy
Maybe.
Chris Martin.
I don't know that he's ever been Shaggy. I don't think so. I don't know that he can grow a beard. Yeah, I like cult movies. Shah, you're a super cult guy. You love the cult movies. Shah, John JLD. I'm sorry, Shah. John JLD wants cult recommendations.
Oh, dude, we have so many. You want to take turns throwing a couple out there? Midsommar is definitely one. Hereditary. The Wicker Man, if you haven't seen, definitely check out The Wicker
You might
Man.
have seen all these. I think he's looking for maybe more like
The Void. I would say that one.
The Void
sure.
Good, yeah.
That's
wow,
a good
I
one.
came around on The Void. Holy fucking shit, did I come around on
Kill
The Void.
List is a British movie. It starts
my
out
brother
as
Mike
a
loves
fucking-
Kill List.
Dude, it starts out as a mystery and you won't guess it by the end. Kill List
Yeah.
is a banger. Check that out.
Yeah.
Shit, man, there's a ton. What else is out there?
Yeah, I'm drawing a fucking blank on some of them right now. But any Herschel Gordon Lewis movie, AW Neckbeard says, yeah, any Herschel Gordon Lewis movie.
Oh, dude, let me show him something. You go.
10,000 Maniacs. Yeah, B-Show, like I like the concept. I like creepy cult movies, apocalypse movies, people who like it's interesting. This guy kills a bunch of people and then he whispers in the girl's ear and now she has to kill the people. It's just like
Yeah, it reminds me kind of
Rosemary's
Smile in a
Baby.
way.
Smile at Rosemary's Baby. Is that a Herschel Gordon Lewis? What is that?
You mentioned Herschel Gordon Lewis, and this is
that.
the
Look at that.
priciest thing I've ever
Check
bought.
that
as
out,
far as
Neckbeards. Yeah,
physical
you've shown
media.
this on camera before.
Yeah, it's every single movie he's made. There's like 40 movies in here, and it's
Yeah.
this shit's like $500 now, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like a cereal box. You can see it on the back. Nice,
I love it.
thick box, and then all of his movies are like in this comic book.
The Wizard of Gore. That's
everything is in
yeah,
it, dude.
that's a
Everything.
phenomenal one.
Everything is in
Oh,
it.
that's so gorgeous. How much is that worth now, Shah? Like 5 beans?
Like 500. I paid like $250 for it when it first came out, but it's sold out, so it's like $500 now.
Jesus. Yeah, Rich Dad,
And
you
it's-
mentioned your dad worked on Rosemary's
It's
Baby.
thick cardboard too, man. Check this out. This is like,
Wow.
it's
Yeah.
not some cheap shit. This is legit.
Wow. And you're wearing a Spookies t-shirt? That's pretty cool.
I am. Spookies is my shit. They're making a second one, by the way.
I heard. Yeah, I think they announced it recently. B-Show, we have that Beezel, Beezel. How do we pronounce that?
I don't know, but we'll find out. Hang on.
Yeah. Shah, where do you see this trailer? This just dropped yesterday, I think.
And one thing I wanted to mention too, on Patreon, someone mentioned, I think it was artist formerly known as Roxy Mike.
Oh, Roxy Mike.
The dating game killer.
Yeah.
A friend of his mom's either dated the guy or knew the guy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So we're getting to the point now where like we know people who know people. It's this kind of.
I don't want that, B-Show. I want to stay away. Yeah, Shah, check this trailer out. It's called I think it's called Beezel. It's hot shit. Where do you see it? Phenomenal. I think it's coming to Shudder. It might be going to theaters. Let's check it out now.
Okay, here we go. No, not Old Spice. Beezel. Jesus.
Beezel.
All right.
All right, here we go. Oh, this is such a good trailer.
Hello, my name is Harold J. Weems. I have been hiding something all of these years. I know exactly who's responsible for the death of my wife. But now, with the help of a documentarian, Apollo, we are about to set the record straight. Let's get started.
Oh my God. Is this like set in the 90s? Oh yeah, it must
You're
be.
rolling, yes? We have a good
In the 80s.
Come on, stay with me. This is where I found her. I'm sorry, Apollo. You never stood a chance.
Oh shit.
I've
Black
made
people
a
never
lot of
trust white
sacrifices
people into a basement.
and I was
Follow
chosen
that
by
rule.
her.
Oh my God.
I can already taste you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Charlotte!
I love that those graphics. Yeah. The red, you know? Uh-oh. Fuck. It's so dark. What's wrong with you? Oh, this is coming right to streaming, Shah.
So quite opposite of the last trailer, this one definitely kept me going. Not what I expected at all. In the beginning, I thought this was going to be like a thriller about the husband killing his wife and making a confession and kind of doing a walkthrough of what happened. Clearly this is paranormal. I did not see that coming. I kind of honestly wish they kept it to the original concept of him just exposing himself and letting people know that he killed his wife. I feel like that's kind of interesting too, but this looks fucking great though. I'll give him that. Definitely looks fucking gruesome.
Yeah, B-Show, I like that it's like 3 different kind of things in one, you know, like we don't know what you're getting.
Yeah, I think they said the concept is like over 60 years, there's this demon or something in the basement that's leading to these murders, which is why you see the 90s modern era, maybe 10 years ago. I like that. I like that. It reminds me of how VHS did the 80s and then they did the 90s, but except all in one movie over the course of a long time.
Right.
The demon lady, I got throwback vibes from like Evil Dead, so that was kind of cool. I'll just stick to it. Black people, if a white guy ever says, "Hey, come to the basement with me," just run.
Yeah, don't go. Don't
Just
go.
go.
Don't go. Don't go. Run. Call the police immediately. Shah, what did you think of those graphics? I love like those hard red graphics. They looked kind of like almost like Jalo style.
No, that's a good point. It does kind of remind me of Jalo. Dude, I'm a big fan of, you know, obviously, you know, me doing graphic design. I pay attention to stuff like that, and a lot of that stands out. You know what I mean? Like it creates a brand. You know, it stands out and you remember it. Like Terrifier, you look at Terrifier, that font is always going to be Terrifier's font.
Oh, I love it.
Even the theme music, you know, when it came out at the end, you
Synthwave.
instantly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like the Halloween theme almost of this generation. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's a bold
It is.
statement, young man. That's
But
a
it is though.
bold statement.
What else is fucking with it? You know?
No,
Stranger
you're
Things.
right. Stranger Things for sure. Bum, 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 bum,
Yeah,
like
but that's a
that,
TV show. It's not necessarily horror. You know?
Yeah, well, it's a horror. It is horror for sure. Hey, Egg Rolls in the chat asking if we're going to see the new M. Night movie. I think we all expressed a little bit of interest, but you know, it didn't last very long in theaters. It's already on streaming today, actually. Egg Roll.
Really? That's a terrible sign.
Yeah, I'm almost positive it went to streaming today. I could be wrong.
Jesus.
I could have sworn you went to see that, John. Trapped.
No, I swear I saw something else. I switched over. I forget what I saw instead.
That's right.
But yeah, I love the concept of it. I'm not poo-pooing it. And I think we would all check it out when it was available. But none of us saw it in theaters, right? I think that's what we said. We're like, it has like a cool idea, but we're worried about execution.
Honestly, I'm more interested in his daughter's film, The Watchers. I know it's got terrible reviews.
I'd rather see that too. Yeah,
I
that
kind of
didn't
want
get
to see
very
that
well.
instead, to be
I want
honest
to
with
see
you.
that too. I like the
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
It's based on a book. That's actually based on a novel, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, we got a couple more trailers here, but since V Show mentioned VHS today, Shudder, which by the way, Drew Yari watched that new horror show because they drop a new episode, I think, every Wednesday. The horror is best there. He said it was pretty good. We're getting another VHS, and let me just say, I have really been enjoying the last few VHSs. I feel like it's becoming. Sure, I think we talked about this last year, possibly. I think VHS is sort of becoming an understated horror series. Where they've really not put out a lot of bad ones. If in fact they've maybe only put out one not so good run
Yeah.
of films, right?
Yeah, I would say Viral is the only one that I just don't find any entertainment in at all. The first two are still the best ones, but I think 85, the last installment, is probably my third favorite. Like I really enjoyed 85.
Me too.
94 was good. What was the other one? 92, 99. That's what it was.
99.
Yeah, 99. I think that was the one with the Rotman, the rat dude.
Oh, that was great.
Or maybe that was 94. One of those. I don't know.
Whichever one that was fucking great. Oh, I love that one.
I love the last one. I thought that was fucking
Yeah, it was in my
amazing.
top 5.
Yeah, I love the last one. So I'm excited for it, man. I like anthology movies, and I feel like we haven't gotten any good ones since like Creepshow, essentially, until VHS. So I'm down for make as many VHS as possible, because this is a concept that doesn't bore me. It's always new directors. They're short. So if one shits the bed, you have 4 more to kind of make up for it. Yeah. So I like the concept,
Bisho, you enjoyed that last one too, right? You caught up with the last 2, I think you said, if I remember.
Yeah, I watched 84, and then I went back and watched I went on a binge and watched 4 of them in one night. It was amazing. Yeah, and it's interesting that the Trick or Treat anthology movie that came out with Sam with the little pumpkin head guy,
right,
Trick or Treat,
Trick or Treat. That was really good, but as much as that's loved, they've been talking about doing a second one, and it's never happened. It's been 15, 20 years. So it's nice that we have an anthology series like this, similar to a Creep Show or a I can't remember the other one, so I'll just move on. But I really like the concept, because like Shah said, you can tell concise stories, 20, 30 minutes a piece. They all kind of weave together. And yes, AEW Neckbeards, this VHS series.
Yeah,
is
you'd like
definitely
it,
worth
dude.
checking out.
Yeah, especially the first couple of ones. Once you get the concept of it, Neckbeard, you'll get really, really into it. And like Shah said, the first 2 are fucking nasty as fuck. And they're rewatchable, Shah. Don't you think? I find them to be rewatchable.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I would start out with the second one if you haven't seen any of them, because it doesn't matter which order you watch them; they're all different. I would start out with the second one. That's the best one. And then I would move forward with the first one, and then probably 85. Skip Viral. That one is atrocious. The concept doesn't even make sense. It's fucking supposed to be about VHS tapes, but they're recording on iPhones and trying to go. It's dumb. It's just stupid.
That was I didn't see it, but because you said it was really bad.
No, it's horrible. It's horrible.
And Drew Yari, holiday anthology movie. I don't know what that is. Does anybody know what that is?
Oh, there was there was a couple of them for Christmas.
Yes, one of them was German, I think. My brother Mike told me about them, if I'm not mistaken.
One
They're
came
on
out
Shudder.
last year, I want to say, right? Or was it 2 years ago?
Holiday anthology. B-Show, is it ringing any bells?
Not at all. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I know my brother Mike told me about one on Shudder. And Drew Yari, just go back to Shudder. This is definitely the time to join Shudder. This is the time.
Is it called Holidays?
I don't know Drew Yari. You're gonna have to flesh that out a little bit.
Holidays 2016 is okay, IMDb. A mediocre horror anthology movie with an interesting premise. Sadly,
that's
doesn't
what
live up
Drew's
to the
talking
hype.
about. Yeah, I've never heard of it. But here is the teaser we have for VHS Beyond coming Halloween. Not that far away.
Fucking rock hard right now.
Show, let's look it up. We gotta, guys. The trailer's only a minute long for those listening on the podcast, but they just bombard you with these visuals with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Oh my god!
And Mike Flanagan is involved. I think his wife is involved. B-Show.
Nice.
Oh, I hope so. He's great and she's gorgeous.
All right, here we go. Beyond. Let's see if we can see the concept here.
All right,
dude.
VHS Beyond is an upcoming found footage science fiction horror anthology film. That's a mouthful. And the 7th installment in the VHS franchise.
Crazy.
Let's see. Segments from Jordan Downey, Christian, and Justin Long.
Wow.
Justin Martinez, Virat Pal, and Kate Siegel.
That's Mike Flanagan's wife. She's in all his movies. Wow. So the concept, I think, is space or the. I mean, it seems like it, right?
Oh God, do you want to hear the segments?
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it.
So Stork, Fur Babies, Live and Let Die. That's the skydiving one.
Wow.
Oh, they collide with a UFO midair, causing a free fall.
Oh
Fucking love
man.
it.
Oh.
Dream Girl.
Okay.
Stowaway, which is directed by Katie Siegel
I
and
love
written by
Katie
Mike
Siegel.
Flanagan. And then a special presentation.
Oh, Shah. This is coming on soon, man. I can't wait.
Dude, I am so sold on this. I love alien movies. Like, that's one of my favorite subgenres of horror. And I love found footage when it's done right. And VHS does it right. So
oh yeah.
My favorite segment ever from a VHS movie is the alien one from the second one.
Really?
Yeah. And then second is probably that cult portion with the Asian cult and all that shit.
Oh yeah, with everybody blowing their brains out.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are probably my two favorite ones.
Jesus, that was hard.
Dude, I feel like this is the segment from VHS 2 on steroids. Like, I feel like that's what they're shooting for.
You know what's so crazy, guys? That 1 minute trailer is so deep that now I'm thinking, and we didn't even know this was coming actually, and now I'm like, fuck, this is gonna end up being probably easily one of the best horror films of the year. Like easily. Like I have so much confidence in this in a 1 minute teaser show that I'm already thinking, yeah, we're gonna be sucking this movie's dick the day it comes out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I don't know if I'm gonna go on record and like stamp this into history, but I kind of like that trailer even more. I'm more excited for that than Terrifier 3.
Yeah, so Robbie said that. Robbie's like, this is my favorite trailer of the night.
Same. Honestly, dude, this trailer was fucking
right. It's like holy dude. It went viral today. It just came out today.
I bet.
I was like, everyone
can we pause the alien portion? There's a scene where they show.
Okay, let's go back. We don't need the audio because I just want to look at.
Yeah, it's just 1 minute anyway.
Yeah, it's
that shit was too crazy, man. That's
the audio is gonna fuck my head up. Let's just go back to the audio because I want to get through one more trailer.
Because there's one scene where they show the alien diving at the camera. I just want to see what the alien looks like. I know there's gonna be different segments, but
yeah. Look at this shit. Oh, look at the spaceship.
It's coming right there.
There it goes. There it goes. Yeah, go back. These are not big budget movies either, guys. These are small.
And they don't need to be. This is how you.
Well, they know how to scare you. With camera tricks and lighting and their version of a jump scare really scares you. You know what I'm saying? Where's that alien? Oh, oh my!
So
God.
it's kind of like what was that Hulu movie?
Oh, No One Will Save You. Yeah. Good call.
Kind of looks like a spider creature.
Oh, Joe Munches has a good idea.
Egg roll goes. I remember being way too stoned and watching that I Like You Girl and freaking out bad. Oh yeah, that was hard.
Yeah, that might be my favorite one.
Oh, that's hard. That's a hard one to watch.
Punches has a great idea. I don't know if we can do it Halloween night, but he says we should do a watch along with this. That would be a good one.
Dude, I'd be down
too
for
good.
that.
It's too good. Like I don't want to disrupt it.
I'd be down for that shit.
The reason why I want to do like Street Trash or Wolf Cop is that you could interrupt that and you'd be fine.
You could pause
this
and
is
bullshit.
Deep as fuck. Like this is like, yo, like we wouldn't be able to go 10 minutes without talking about it for 45. You know what I mean? Like that's the only reason why. I mean, look at this shit. The fuck is this? The fuck is this?
Is that blood all over it? Like what's happening?
I think they injured the aliens from crashing into them and now they're pissed.
Yeah. So the premise said they were skydiving, the plane crashed into a UFO, and then they all fall into an orange grove and have to survive.
And then the aliens start picking them off. Oh, guys. It's going to be a crowded field for the top 5. That's all I'm going to say.
When is this coming out? It's coming straight to Shudder?
October. Going right to Shudder in October for Halloween, dude.
I'm so excited for
Shah, after next week, all the Halloween countdown shit for everything starts. All the listings are going to start. We're going to start reviewing them in the next few weeks. Yeah, I just think it would be too deep. Like it would be like, how are we going to talk? It's like, oh my God, I just saw this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited, guys. This is blowing me the fuck away. Honestly, it's just blowing me away, especially watching it for the first time. You would do it an injustice. You know what I mean?
Joe Punches had another good idea. He said instead of a watch along, just watch it and then we discuss it in dick deep detail.
Oh, in real time. Oh,
we could do like a whole episode on it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, we probably could. I mean, listen, there's going to be 10 other movies like this coming out the next month. Like this is the season. Like this is like our NCAA season, Shah. This is like our Final Four season.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, man, I love horror movies that take place during the daytime.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, I find that a lot creepier. Like
An alien in the daytime?
Yeah, when it's all dark and shit, like it for some reason takes me out. It looks like my house right now. You know what I mean? If you see a little creepy thing in the back, it's very generic, you know?
Yeah,
when it's in broad daylight, hence why I love Midsommar and respect it so much, because it's fucking broad daylight the whole time.
Oh yeah, sun is shining. There's not even a cloud.
It's the brightest movie you'll ever see, but it makes you uncomfortable. Like I enjoy that.
You know what this just kind of soft reminded me of, guys? I know this has been played out to death, but in Signs, when they're watching the TV, and I guess it's in Venezuela or whatever, and the alien just walks through the alley in daylight, and everyone just loses their fucking minds. Like that's what got to be one of the modern day B show best jump scares, easily.
Yeah, like I know people to this day that they still talk about how that movie creeped them out and gave them nightmares.
I saw it there. The whole place screamed. Everybody jumped when it walked by.
Yep.
Remember that, Shah?
Yeah, I think for people that are my age and B show, that pretty much traumatized all of us as children or teenagers. I'll never forget that scene. That's one of the best fucking jump scares of all time.
Oh my god.
That and Exorcist 3 have the best jump scares. You know what I mean?
I know what you got to say for Exorcist.
Yeah, with the fucking.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, comes out of nowhere. You're like, what the?
And it hits you really hard too, because they keep showing that hallway.
Yeah.
And back and forth. And it's a long shot. And then here he comes with the fucking shears.
And she's fast too. She just like comes out of nowhere.
So fucking fast. Anyway, we got one more trailer. Boy, I don't know how this is just gonna seem like.
Can I mention one more thing? I forgot to mention this when we were watching Terrifier 3. I know they paid some homage to Friday the 13th with the chainsaw.
Oh, yeah.
They also did the same thing with The Shining. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but with the axe through the door, and then Art he puts his face through the door too.
Yeah.
I didn't mean the chainsaw. I meant like through the bathroom glass.
Oh, okay.
The shower glass. Yeah, but same thing.
Yeah. Well, I
You're
thought
the Friday guy.
I
I
thought the
remember
tribute was
that.
titties, but what do I know? I thought the tribute
But
was
that's one thing I thought was great too, because remember in the last movie there was some flack online because people were like, "Oh, Lauren Lavera was in the shower and didn't show titties," and she got all pissed.
I know.
But fine. But
They were
like now they're going full on slasher, and at least she
Yeah.
showed her feet, Shah. She had nice feet.
Well, that wasn't her in the shower, so we might see, ancillary persons, nips or something. Who the fuck knows? Guys, we got one trailer left. It's another new trailer that came out, I believe, today. It's a movie coming to Screenbox, and it is called, like the Metallica song of the same name, B Show, Creeping Death, one of my favorite Metallica songs, and we're going to play it for you right now.
If B Show changes it back to regular speed.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Let's go back to the beginning there. Here we go.
Unless we
Creeping
all want to
Death.
have a stroke. Let's see.
Yeah, no.
What is up, Asheville? It is All Hallows Eve.
Nice Halloween movie, guys.
Nailed the aesthetic.
Hey, hold up a sec. I know you want to spend Halloween with your friends and all, but I just don't want these late night trick-or-treaters pestering your mom all night long.
That's not a good sign.
Porch lights off? Come on, you know they're still going to ring the doorbell.
Receiving multiple reports about strange events transpiring this Hallows Eve.
Guys, what are we doing? I thought we were going to be partying all night.
Not without that bag.
Is there a head in there?
You have no idea what kind of a mess you made tonight. Bring back the sack and maybe we can stop whatever's going to happen.
Is that Jeff Fahey?
Is that blood? Aoshi?
Oh, shit.
Gaelic folklore of Sam Hain.
They least threat, and they'll hunt all that hinder their chance of survival. Oh, and it's midnight, right? We cannot last until then. We should be able to get through this.
The Ishi.
This looks like an OG style Halloween movie,
Yeah. On the night of Hallows Eve.
Definitely low budget.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This is some of the worst acting I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
And the lead has the warhead you can land a plane on. I wonder, Bisho, I thought I heard Jeff Fahey's voice in there, but maybe that was the kangaroo movie or something I was remembering. I don't remember.
I don't know. I'll find out.
Yeah, it's just, it's coming. It's one of these Screenbox, for people. I'm sure some people here might have Screenbox. It's kind of like a form of Shudder. But Shah, that looks like, maybe I'll check it out movie.
Yeah, it seemed very generic. I don't know. It's probably one of those movies I'd watch once, but I don't think it's not going to make my top 10 this year. Beezel and VHS, those are the heavy hitters of tonight for me.
Well, and
I didn't really like that one, to be honest.
Terrifier.
I didn't like that one or Believer,
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to see if there's anybody in this movie that doesn't have a day job, Bisha.
I don't think so. I love the concept. I think
I
they
like the
nailed
concept.
the Halloween aesthetic. It looks really low budget, and
Oh my God, it looks so low budget.
Porno level acting.
Yeah. I mean, look, they're not all winners, people. You know what I'm saying? They're just things that are coming out. And listen, there's going to be a lot of movies like this probably showing up on streaming, like on various channels. And this is, after next week, probably by next week's show, we'll have a good idea of what's going to be airing for the rest of the season. Because don't they kind of start early now? They start in September, don't they?
Yeah, and I think, dude, we've been averaging like 4 or 5 trailers an episode. If we keep that up, we're easily going to hit like 30, 40, 50 movies coming out that we got to check out. It's just, it's insane. Like I think Shah said last week, last year we were like, this year's kind of a dud. Hopefully 2024 is not bad. And now we're like being blasted in the face, fucking Bukkake style. With all these great movies.
No homo, no homo.
Yeah. Bukkake of Blood, Shah. Blood Cocky. Why don't we make our own movie, call it Blood Cocky?
Should be the name of the show tonight.
Can we call it Blood Cocky? Will we get in trouble?
Or at least Bukkake of Blood as a backup.
Bukkake of Blood. How about just Bukkake of Blood because it's funnier?
That sounds like an actual movie though. Bukkake of Blood. That sounds like it could be a movie.
Bukkake of Blood. Episode's called Blood Cocky would be our version of Bukkake of Blood. That'd be a sequel, but Bukkake of Blood is the way to go. I mean, look, there's something. I mean, Shah, I just feel like there's something for everybody happening right now. Like, honestly, we're crossing off so many different genres at a great time of the year to watch them.
Yeah, and I'm trying to be a little bit more organized this year. So I've actually been keeping track of all the movies and trailers that we've talked about. So we're like in the mid 40s now, dude, as far as films that are coming out or have come out this year.
Yeah.
So at the end of the year, when we do one of these, wrap up shows for the year, I'll just kind of run through the list of what came out, and then maybe we'll do we usually do a top 5. I'm thinking we're gonna have to do a top 10 this year, dude. So much coming out.
Top 10.
So much coming out, dude. You got to keep in mind, a lot of them are going to be the same movie. So it's, you know what I mean? It's not like we're talking about 30 movies necessarily.
Yeah. I could see 6 for 666 because that's just even funny.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But I do wonder, doesn't Necromaniacs do 6? Or no? Do they?
I don't think so.
Know.
Sure.
I don't know. Well, we'll see. We got a lot, guys. We got about 40 movies between now and then, so let's see what fucking happens. But yeah, Joe Puncher says start September 1st is when I start my Halloween binging. Yeah, I mean, I walked by Spirit of Halloween. They were paying people in the lobby to be in costume yesterday. B-show.
Oh wow, I know ours opened like August 1st or something like that. They're really stretching it out, and to you guys' point, man, there's so much stuff. This isn't like the 80s when it was like the era of the slasher. This wasn't like the teen movie shit of the 2000s. This wasn't like the Hammer movie era or the Universal Monster movie era. There's aliens, there's possession, there's Satan, there's cults, there's slashers, there's folklore from the Nordic
remakes, reboots, legacy. And we're closing the year, guys. The last horror movie of the year is going to be Nosferatu on Christmas fucking Day. I mean, like, what the fuck are we going to do about that? Like, honestly. Like Shah, like Nosferatu is closing the year out for horror films. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think the first maybe 2 or 3 months of the year was very slow, but the rest of it is just fucking, it's packed, It's completely packed. Real quick, too, we were talking about horror anthologies as far as holiday ones. The movie I was trying to think of is called Deathcember. I think that's a Christmas anthology movie.
I may have heard of that. There's so many of these Christmas horror movies now. There's like 500 Krampus knockoffs, and
Yeah.
You know, there's just a dick ton of them. Hey, we're going to head over to the Patreon because we got a ton of stuff to cover there too. Busy, busy, busy. But if you haven't already, consider going to patreon.com/Spitball Media. $5, you'll get well over 1,000 hours, and you can get in on this weekend's upcoming summer wrap-up Q&A show. And next month, we'll start talking about the special Halloween watch along. What we'll do is at some point, maybe at the end of next month, we'll put up a poll. Each one of us is going to put up 3 films. Patreon gets to vote on them. And then we schedule for Patreon a viewing party. And we're going to be sensitive of the time zones there. So it should be a good time. So consider going to patreon.com/Spitball Media for $5 a month. Why don't we plug our friends? Let's plug Rich Dow's show. Let's plug the Deathmatch Outlaws, the Drew Yari Experience, Cassette Classics 86 on YouTube, the Down Under Thundercast, and of course, Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle, and of course, Wrestling Soup, the Necromaniacs podcast. They're pushing out every week. They review a full movie, every week. Sometimes they take off, but generally they're there every week. The Inhuman Experience podcast. And of course, we have Mojo and Dirk's Most Dastardly Show, The Garden of Doom. We have the Old Guy Metal Cast. We have MJW Games. We have Cherry Jesus on YouTube. Red River Podcast. My boy Sam, he's busting out songs and videos left and right with his band Playing Dead. The Bayou Geeks. That's Fateh 316. The Midnight Mass Creature Cast. And of course, the Weekly Detour with Anthony Alston and Teddy. The Guns and Geeks podcast. Shah, you got anything on the Planet Mondo happening these days?
Not on Planet Mondo, but tomorrow night I will be on the Disc Connected. So it's not disconnected, it's Disc Connected. Disc as in physical media disc. I'll be on there 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll be talking about movies. We're doing a top 5 art house disturbing films.
Ooh.
So not just like gross out torture porn shit, like actual good art house films that happen to be disturbing. So we'll be talking about those. Check out the Disconnected channel, man. He's a good guy. He does a lot for the physical media community. Like, he's a big dude in there. He works with a lot of companies. I collaborate with him on a monthly basis on a magazine that's called the Physical Media Advocate. That's sold in some physical media stores now, and you can also buy it on Amazon. So yeah, check that out. Next month is I think the Happiness cover. This past month I did the Taxi Driver cover for him.
Oh,
and
wow.
The previous month was Roger Ebert, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And of course, hit that subscribe button for Planet Mondo. B-Show Brian, what do you got going on in the old channel Rooski there?
Well, the Patreon members got to see what's going to go up soon. Early, I did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre tourist track.
That's right. You dropped it. Yeah, you dropped that early a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I dropped it a couple weeks ago for Patreon exclusive since they let us do video now on Patreon. I'm going to put that up on my channel pretty soon for those of you who are not on the Patreon. I also did a bonus show this week about something we talked about a few weeks ago.
Yes.
Sympathetic horror villains and if it makes sense, and Carrie and school shooters and all that stuff.
That came out earlier this week. That came on the Patreon, right, B-Show?
I think I put it out Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
So it's been up for a few days. If you haven't checked it out, please do so. And I don't know. I don't know what's next for B-Show Brian just yet. I got to think of something else and put it up. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, and thanks, guys.
Yes, and of course, you want to hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button for the YouTube channel, we're very excited to do the Q&A this weekend. You do have some time. Thank you to a lot of new faces hanging out tonight. I see there's CM Perk. He's talking about the beards and the neck there. Of course, my good friend Neckbeards for chilling tonight. He said he just sent his kid the Terrifier 3 trailer.
How old is your child, sir?
Oh, Neckbeards? Neckbeards is like my age. Yeah,
okay. I set my. So there's a difference between I set my.
No. Him and I are like, I think we're literally the same age. We're about a year or two apart in the really real world. Him and I are pretty tight. Right. So in the real world, we're pretty tight. Listen, people, thank you guys for giving us such. Yeah, he's got 20. Yeah, my kid's 20.
Okay. All
right. Guys, all seriousness, on behalf of Shah and B-Show, I don't like to speak for them, but I just want to say, you guys gave us an amazing summer. Thank you so very, very, very much. He goes, we're a decade apart. He's like, I'm not as old as fucking Draper. Get the fuck out of here, yo. He's going to send me a DM later. Like, dude, are you crazy? Well, I mean, we have kids the same age is what I really meant to say. But thank you guys for such a fucking amazing summer. We were having a great time. We're really enjoying what we're doing with you guys, and we appreciate all the support and people sharing stuff. You guys have been very generous sharing stuff on the internet. It means a lot. So thank you on behalf of Shah and B-Show. We really, really appreciate it. We're going to head over to Patreon. We got some fun stuff to cover right now, but we'll see you guys next week on the regular slotted time. Oh, Luke, my buddy Luke. Yeah, thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next week on the regular.
Peace.